Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Our Simple Abundance here, following through Sarah Von Bronick's book, Simple Abundance this year. And we are in the month of August 14th to be specific. This is 2020 if you're watching in real time. And we've been talking about creativity and thinking about our lives as a palette and being the artist of our lives. And today's entry is about the courage to do that. Because being your authentic self takes courage. I think this year, more than anything, is showing me that. And as I just said that out loud, I sort of just got chills because just some stuff that's happening for me right now. But yeah. Courage, having courage. You think of the Cowardly Lion from The Wizard of Oz? And Sarah starts out the entry by, she quotes Ernest Hemingway just by saying, write the truest sentence you know. So basically, and then she goes on like she likes to do with big long lists about just doing the best you can at whatever it is that you choose. And digging deep to get to the real, truest core of your being to create. And that takes a lot of courage, right? I mean, that's just like basically like standing out naked in front of hundreds of people, right? I mean, you don't have to do that, but I'm just saying, like, when you really let your guard down and you show the world what you can do and who you are, the very deepest level, that takes a lot of courage. I know when I have seen people, or like I'm watching a documentary or something, and people do bare their souls like that, I really admire that. I don't know that I could bear everything to everybody, but I suppose on this channel I've had a bit of courage to just like be out there for whoever might find my channel and potentially think I'm a weirdo from all the things I do and say on here, but whatever, right? It's all for you guys. Well, it's for me too, but it's for you guys too. In order to be truly creative at our work, the artist must journey to the center of the self, Sarah tells us. Past the conscious centuries of the brain, and that's centuries like guardsmen, beyond the barbed wire barricades of the heart. Oh my goodness, that's like the rocks around our heart that we talked about. Into the trenches of, quote, truth or dare. Let's see what she says about that. You can't write a true sentence or live authentically if you don't trust yourself. And you can't trust yourself without courage. What do you think about that? Can't trust yourself without courage. I believe that. Let's pause for a moment to ponder about courage, our own courage, because that's what we're going to have to count upon as we take our leap into the future. This is Sarah's words. The word courage comes from the same stem as the French word coeur, coeur, meaning heart. Wow. Did you know that? I don't think I knew that. But now that I'm thinking about it, oh no. Is it the tinsman that gets a heart? The lion doesn't get the heart, it's the tinsman. Okay, so anyway, but we have been talking about living from the heart, and that's a big part of authenticity, so that's the connection here to courage. As a woman, you give from your heart in all that you do. Spirit returns to you in equal measure, courage, as needed in a continuous flow of blessings, from your heart to the hearts of others, and from your heart to yours, from their hearts to yours. This is an essential, life-affirming, divine exchange that transcends time and space. That's interesting. So when you have the courage to put yourself out there and it's coming from your heart, then you're touching the hearts and lives of others. And then they, in turn, there's like a ripple effect and it, boomerang effect, I guess, where it comes back and it positively affects you too. I think we talked about that, about giving, right? And how sometimes that's a greater gift than receiving, but that you do tend to receive even without trying when you give. Same thing with courage. You might not be aware of these blessings, but they are continuously working on your behalf, an unseen force acting in your life as gravity does on the earth. This understanding is so important as we continue our sojourn together, especially if you think you have no new ideas, opportunities, or energy with which to start over as an artist of the everyday. Sarah says, here's my take on courage. It's a mystical alchemy of priceless experience, savvy, wisdom, fortitude, savoir-faire, intrepid intelligence, and the pluck of intuitive daring. Yes. I like that. Courage could be intuitive daring. It's just basically like where she said truth or dare. So you are daring yourself to have, like if I think about intuition, to have the inner knowing that it's okay to take that leap. Wow. This is a pretty deep one here. So how do we do it? Sarah asks. And then she answers it by saying, by showing up day in and day out and giving thanks, by not judging how it's going. If it's going at all, that's enough. You can't afford to think about how the work will be received when you're finished. And she's capitalized work, so that would elevate it to a really divine purpose, right? That's not your job, she says. Remember, we're learning to surrender the delivery details of our dreams. Our job then is just to do it. It can't be published, produced, performed, or purchased if it doesn't exist. So what do you think? Do you think you could have the courage to take a leap and do something? Maybe a little bit outside your comfort zone, but have the intuitive, daring sense to know that there's a greater power that's helping and is going to step in with the rest of the details. And what were the steps we talked about? It was birthing. I can't believe I forgot already from yesterday. It was you giving birth, and then you're crafting, and then you're elevating. So it was kind of like, well, the elevating part was the artistic part as well, where you were making the cake in a intuitive way. But the elevating part is probably the part where spirit steps in and takes it that extra mile. Wow, lots to think about with this one. Let me know what you think. Hope you're doing well, and I'll see you tomorrow. I love the next one. I think it's something I should just have tattooed on me. And it's called Sometimes Ignorance is Bliss. So I'll see you tomorrow for that one. Thanks as always for your comments and your likes and views and everything. And remember to leave me an idea for a creative way to celebrate the 10,000 views that we have now surpassed since the other day. Thank you for being a part of that. Love to you all. Bye-bye.